Hello and welcome to the Fairfax Scene. I'm your host, Rachel Roth. We've got a fantastic show in store for you. March is Women's History Month, and to mark the occasion, the Commission for Women hosted two great events. On March 10th, they teamed up with the Office of Historic Resources to host author Rebecca Boggs Roberts at City Hall. She narrated the heroic struggle for women's suffrage and afterwards was available for a book signing. Then on March 13th, the Commission partnered with the Economic Development Authority for the second annual Fairfax City Women Business Owners Luncheon. Let's see what it's all about.
We try to consider the needs of women and advise the mayor and the city council on what some of those needs are and how those needs might best be addressed. So actually one of our members had the idea of let's do something celebratory, and I think it was around Restaurant Week last year, and so we talked about partnering with the Economic Development Authority to perhaps do something that focused on women's business owners.
The Economic Development Authority's mission is to promote businesses within the city and attract new businesses. We decided to have an opportunity for women to promote their businesses. So it's great to network and meet each other, but we thought it'd be really fun to have sort of an expo where they can display what their goods are. So we've got some really exciting vendors here today.
What I do is I help businesses find space, and we negotiate leases. I've also handled purchases, but all over Northern Virginia and the District of Columbia.
We provide full wedding planning and month of coordination for brides, but I'm excited to be here today with so many successful and wonderful women that are supporting business in Fairfax City.
I'm a Mary Kay sales director. I've been building my business for 27 years, have an organization of close to 100 ladies all over the country. What brings me here today are all these wonderful business women.
I'm representing Tassler Spine and Rehab, and we are located in Fairfax City. We're a chiropractic office, and we also offer massage therapy, physical therapy, and spinal decompression.
I'm the director of Collin Family Mediation Group, LLC. We help family members who are in conflict with each other to stop fighting, solve problems, and stay out of court.
I'm with Freedom Bank. We're a local community bank, and we help entrepreneurs and professionals. So we thought this would be a great event to meet these small business owners and just to tell them about how we can help them grow their business and be more successful.
Volunteer Fairfax is now 45 years old. We've been in the heart of Fairfax for quite a long time, connecting people to the volunteer needs of the community. And we have many different ways for people to contribute.
We have some creative ideas on how we can partner with businesses to bring new business to them and new support to our rescue organization.
We have 16 businesses that are exhibiting and a couple nonprofits, as well as our sponsors. And then we have a panel of 3 different women-owned businesses in the city of Fairfax. They're going to share their lessons learned. Then we'll have a keynote speaker. She's a motivational speaker from SHEO about women CEOs. We're really excited about that.
So the name of my company is SheEO Academy, where we empower the CEO and every girl to take steps towards business leadership and ownership. Today we're going to talk about why we need to tell her to be a SheEO. So it's going to empower the ladies here at the luncheon to go out and be their best self in the community as role models, but also do a bit of self-reflection on why it's important for them to stay true to their mission and goals as being business women, leaders, and owners.
Up next, there's a new way for you to connect to Fairfax City. It's a super easy and convenient way to keep up with what's going on and to make your voice heard.
There's a lot happening in Fairfax City right now. Big decisions are being made about everything from new developments to roadway improvements. As always, we want to hear your voice about these issues. But we also know you're busy and can't always make it to City Council meetings. Enter Connect to Fairfax City, a new way for you to engage with your elected officials 24/7. Using it is simple. First, visit fairfaxva.gov and click on the Connect To icon. From there, create an account. Then click on issues that interest you. Read about projects, see plans, post comments, and share. Your message is passed along directly to each member of the mayor and council. It's a great way to stay engaged, and yes, you can do it from your phone.
Another thing to consider if you'll be hosting an event soon is having it at one of the sensational venues right here in the city. Whether your event is big or small or something in between, Fairfax City has some beautiful, versatile, and affordable options.
We have 4 different rental venues, and I would classify them as all different price points. So ranging from very budget friendly, which would be Green Acres. We have classroom sized rooms as well as the cafeteria and gymnasium at that location. Then we have historic Blenheim, and this property sits on 12 acres of land. The actual rental site is the interpretive center, so a lot of people tend to confuse it with it being the actual house. So it's not the actual Blenheim estate, but there is a building that is a little bit further back on the property, which is the interpretive center. And the indoor package includes the multi-purpose room and the atrium lobby. Now, this indoor package is a great location, in my opinion, to host larger sized bridal showers, larger sized baby showers, up to 80 guests seated at tables and chairs. And you could have a beautiful location underneath the glass ceilings with setup of food and beverages. In addition to that, all of the land that you get to explore on, it's all booked just for your event, so you don't have to worry about sharing it with other people that are coming to the location, whereas with community centers, you are up against possibly another group renting a room that could be near yours. And if you have great weather, it's a great location to play yard games and have a family reunion. Old Town Hall would be most popular for all the weddings that we get in this location. It's kind of like the epitome of a wedding location when people think of City of Fairfax, because it does kind of sit right in the center of town. The location is the best part of that venue, and the main floor can do a seating capacity of 150 at tables and chairs. Now that would be maxing out that space, so if they were looking to do like dancing and seating for guests, I would recommend no more than 120. But they do always have the upper level to tag on if they want to do seating maxed out on the main floor and dancing on the upper level. So Old Town Square is the park that's located just next to Old Town Hall. The park has beautiful photo ops all throughout. There is the upper patio, which is referred to in the paperwork. It's the splash pad location, but this is the location that they do have the ability to rent out. They could host ceremonies there or cocktail hours. The Sherwood Center has 2 different smaller rental rooms, which would be the Greenfield Family Art Room and the Mason Family Rehearsal Space. Mason Family Rehearsal Space has a fire code of 71. The Greenfield Family Art Room has a fire code of 61. I would say these 2 rooms are probably most popular for birthday parties, bridal showers, baby showers, little smaller intimate gatherings. And then we have the large Sharp Performance Space. We've seen large events take place here with the 5,000 square foot room for seating, tables and chairs. Fire code would be 333 guests at tables and chairs, and we could still give you a dance floor with that space. Pretty much any type of event that you'd want to host could be hosted at any one of these locations. So if you're looking to create your next memorable moment with us, we would love to hear from you. Please dial our main line, which is 703-385-7858, or if you prefer email us at parksrec@fairfaxva.gov. We'd love to hear from you and find out which venue you have interest in, and we can always set up an appointment to tour it.
Before we close, we'd like to share a video produced by Mason students in conjunction with the city's Communication and Marketing Department. This is part of a series called City Flicks.
So we're a nonprofit. The name of the nonprofit is Everyone Can Work, and the name of the store that we operate is Cameron's Coffee and Chocolate. And the purpose of the nonprofit is to provide meaningful employment for individuals with intellectual disabilities. Before Cameron's Chocolates, I raised 2 children, and before that I was a banker for 20 years, and my husband had his own business, so we worked together for a time. Neither one of us had ever been in the restaurant business. So when my husband and I decided to start a business for our daughter, we went and looked at all different businesses that currently employ people with intellectual disabilities. We actually started with the concept of chocolates.
We opened 2013 with my parents, and we employ my friends.
As someone who we interviewed before we opened this store who was operating a business that employed our community, always said, don't ever expect that because someone supports your mission that they don't expect your product to be superior. And so for Cameron's, we've really embraced that concept. We bake fresh from scratch every day. We make everything here on site. We hand dip only Belgian chocolate, and so all our products are fresh and delicious.
I love working here.
Be sure to keep an eye out for future City Flicks. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of the Fairfax Scene. We encourage you to visit the city's website to learn more about the programs and services we've talked about today. Remember, to keep up with what's going on in Fairfax City, visit fairfaxva.gov, follow us on social media at City of Fairfax VA, or stay tuned to City Screen 12. For the Fairfax Scene, I'm Rachel Roth, and we'll see you next time.